What's up, guys? Duster McDangles back here with another video, and welcome back to the franchise mode rebuild series here with the Pittsburgh Penguins and Rick Rebuild, as we are in a new episode. Guys, if you did miss the last one, we did not a whole lot. We did get through a couple of games here. These top four, we went 3-1. We got through the trade deadline as we picked up Anthony from the LA Kings, and I'm really happy with that so far. We'll see how it plays out here with the end of the month. We'll even get into a little bit of the month of April, but if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future action as we are looking to build the channel up. Guys, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so smash that thumbs up as well if you guys enjoy this series. If you guys have been watching, again, appreciate the comments, appreciate the love and support. Subscribe if you are new. But without further ado, guys, we're going to get into these first couple of games here in today's episode, whether we play or sim them. Crosby's back from injury, which is great. We're going to simulate here. I don't know what's going on with the franchise mode screen, but we're going up against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We are up 4-0 after the first. Crosby with 2, Kapanen, Demers on the goals. After the second period, we're only up 4-2. After the third, we win 6-3. Guniarov, Heinen, and Patrick Laine on the goals. Big time 6-3 victory for the Pittsburgh Penguins to get us back. I was about to say back on top of the division, but we're starting to put a little bit of ground between us and the Islanders as we're now battling with the Flyers. I don't know why the regular season thing's all messed up here. But hey, doesn't matter. We've got a big game here against the Buffalo Sabres back-to-back. Should be a tough one here as we have not done the best against the Sabres here as they're up 1-0. After the second, it is tied 1-1. We're going to hop into the simulation of this thing and see if we can come out on top. I'm drawing a blank on the other defenseman's name, Rasmus Dahlin, but DeSmith in between the pipes here in this back-to-back games here as Crosby with speed, trying to get by one. He's able to get through. Oh my goodness, Sidney Crosby with some speed comes out of the corner, hits that off the post and into the back of the net as he gets his first of the game, 34th of the season. I was honestly shocked that they gave us that time and space there coming out of the corner as Dahlin misses the hit. We come out and we get that thing past Yari. Wow, the Buffalo Sabres have Yari. That's kind of crazy. So going up against our former goaltender in this one, and we find ourselves up on the Sabres 2-1 as Carter, right off the draw, has a chance to get into the back of the net as Kapanen trying to poke that thing in, but it's actually going to go to Jeff Carter on the day. 19th of the season. Pretty good for a steady second-line centerman all year. We'll have to see how he progresses into next season. He might end up being a potential third-line centerman, which would then move Bluger down to the fourth, and then at that point we would have to try and find a new third or second-line centerman. But we'll see how Carter does. He is a little bit older, so aging like a fine wine at this point as Brian Rust from the wing snaps his stick behind the net, but Hosang steals it away. Josh Hosang finds the point. Marino from the point. We're going to take a rip on target. There's a tip in front by Anthony Ciu, and that is nicely, or it actually missed the net. I was going to say nicely saved there on the play, but Marino pokes that off the stick. We're going to find Anthony Ciu, who's got jets. He's got 90 speed. Anthony Ciu gets his first as a Penguin in his first game. He's got some awesome speed down the wing, and we are just starting to pour it on the Buffalo Sabres here today. I kind of like him as number 22. I don't know if that's his real number in real life. Let me know what his actual number is. We'll see if we can make it work. I don't know if it is taken by somebody else or not, or if 22 is his number. But needless to say, he buries that into the back of the net, and we are up 4-1 here in the third period. Crosby, offensive zone draw, always dangerous. Wins it back to Letang. Dumoulin there at the point, and Malkin's actually going to get a stick on it, and it finds its way into the back of the net on the tip. Crosby and Dumoulin going to get the assists on this one, but Malkin gets his 28th of the season. And what a nice rip there from Dumoulin, almost like a half clap. Malkin gets a tip and gets that into the top corner past Yari. And we find ourselves up 5-1 here against the Buffalo Sabres. Really a massive outpouring of goals, 4 unanswered here as the Penguins. We look to dominate this thing as Crosby trying to get one more for good measure. Big win there against the Sabres, as we've now got a game here against the New York Rangers. We've got them away from home. We've got then the Red Wings and then the Rangers back at home. Find ourselves up 1-0, Ho-Sang on the goal. Shots pretty even in this thing. 1-0 after the second. After the third, we find a way to squeak out a win as Brian Rust gets the goal. Trouba on Tuukka Rask. We find a way to steal one at Madison Square Garden. 2-1 as we move on back to home ice here against the Detroit Red Wings, as we find ourselves now back at the top of the table here for the division. Brian Boyle is back. We're going to let him heal up a little bit more. Dylan Coughlin. Let's take a look here. Defenseman, 2 years left on his deal. 77 depth defenseman. Top 4 medium potential. Honestly, we're going to sign him. We'll sign him to the AHL squad. And I'm curious. Let's take a look here at our lineup. As Lengre, we need to get him out of the lineup, get somebody in who's a little bit better than he is. 69 Gruden. Yeah, we'll throw in Gruden there. He's got the sniper on him. He fits a little bit better on that line. Now, again, I'm trying to remember what that defenseman was. Burgeries. Oh, wow. He's really put up some points. 72 games. He's got 28 assists. That's kind of crazy. Both guys really. Freeman. Man, our defensive core is actually killing it this year. Xavier Ouellette. Why does he only have 3 games played? I think that might be NHL, possibly. Yeah, I was going to say he's got 42 points, which is kind of insane. Let me see here. Who did we just pick up? Off of waivers, it was Coughlin. He is... we're going to have to see if he actually fits the lineups here. If anything, we can use him as trade bait and get him out. Louis Domingue is still out as well. Where is Coughlin? Interesting. I don't know where he is. He's not on the lineup anywhere. Let's just throw him in and see if he fits. Again, I don't know if he does or not, but we're about to find out. 77 overall. He does get the +2, and he is a little bit better. So actually, does he work anywhere else? He does not. So there we go. We bolster our AHL lineup. We've got more trading assets. He is 24 years old, so that is nice to see. Again, AHL squad, 109 points. They are absolutely killing it. Dominic Simone is doing great stuff down in the AHL. Probably won't get the call-up, most likely. But hey, it is what it is. That's his role. If injuries permit, we would then have to call him up. But here against the Red Wings, tied 1-1 after the first. Verana and Malkin on the goals. After 2, we actually find ourselves down by 1. Stretcher and Nemestikov on the goals. Heinen for us. Third period goes by, and Hronek gets the sealer for the Red Wings as they win 4-2 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tough loss, but hey, we're at 42 wins here on the season. We're battling right now for position with the Islanders. We're going to sim up here to the Rangers, and we've got another game up against them. We've actually got a little bit of a cushion now for the wild card, it looks like. We'll take a peek at that here after this simulated game. But here we are against the Rangers, down 1-0. Second period, we're down 2-0. Can the boys get it going? Nope, they cannot. So we lose 2-0 against the Rangers. I saw Dustin Brown on one of the goals. So 2 losses there in a row. We cannot have that happening too much. As you guys can see there, wild card Rangers is 79. We have 86 points. And then 77. Okay, so we're definitely going to be in the playoff hunt. It's now just a matter of jockeying for position as we have an away trip here to Minnesota and the Avalanche, which we will actually end off the episode with here to then get into the month of April as we close off the month of March here against the Minnesota Wild. We find ourselves up 1-0. Bluger on the goal. 4-0. McGinn, Ho-Sang, Rust. And after the third, we hold on for the shutout. I'm wondering if Tuukka Rask got the shutout. He did so indeed. Only 23 saves, so you didn't see a lot of rubber here tonight. But it doesn't matter. That's another W for the boys. We find ourselves then back in front with 2 games in hand or 2 games ahead of the Flyers, as they only have 67 played. We have 69, so we can definitely expect that to change. Xavier Ouellet has been injured, so we'll replace him with head coach replace best player. Islanders now find themselves in front, so it's a battle for the Metro, absolute battle. As we get into our last game of the episode here, guys, against Colorado, 0-0 after the first, 0-0 after the second. We're going to get a slow simulation here for the third. I honestly don't really want to play any more of this game, but Guniarov, basically behind the net, gets one on Kemper. So we find ourselves up 1 here in the third. Kapanen from the half wall makes it 2-0, and things are looking good here in this game, unless the Colorado Avalanche can get something going. But Anthony Ciu gets his second as a Penguin, sending us up 3-0. And can we have a back-to-back shutout on the away trip? We are able to do so. 3-0 victory for the Penguins as some depth scores get it done for us here today. And that is where we're going to end this episode, guys. We're not going to end it just yet. We're going to take a look at stats here, standings. Looking at the standings here for the Metro, as we've played 70 games, 90 points. We're 44, 24, and 2. Honestly, very good. Goals for, which is awesome, 236. Only 169 goals against, which is awesome. We're only giving up 2.41 goals per game, which is great. I honestly don't know of a team, at least in our division, that has more, which I don't see any, but man, goal output is great. Again, we're leading the Metro. Let's take a look here at the Eastern Conference. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are leading the column in that one. They're ahead of us by 12 points, actually, which is insane in 68 games played. They're 48, 14, and 6. So that's crazy, but hey, we're playing for the division at this point. Again, the cushion here, 92, and then the lowest for wild card is 79. So we definitely are pretty solid right in here at this point, as we're also second in the league, which is awesome. So absolute battle for the league standings, at least for our division. As we now take a look at team points, Crosby, Malkin, Letang leading the way. Gensel is a little bit low because he is injured. He's only played 60 games, as well as Crosby's only played 66. Guniarov there with 49 points. That's actually really nice to see. I kind of want to see what he's done with Pittsburgh, though. 28 points in 37 games played, which is great. A little bit better than what he was. He is -1 now, which is unfortunate, but great stuff from him. Carter has picked it up. He is 37 points in 67 games played. Rust is picking it up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Let's take a look at Anthony Ciu with the Penguins so far. 7 games, 4 points. Not too shabby. Honestly, a pretty good pickup, as we got rid of Zach Aston Reese. We'll probably get Boyle back into the lineup instead of either McGinn or Rodriguez. Although Rodriguez, better point production than McGinn, so we'll probably give him a shout. Heinen, 20 points, not bad for a fourth liner. Let's take a look at the goaltenders, though. Tuukka Rask, 34, 15, and 1. He was injured. He's got a 9.22 with a 2.16. His stats just keep getting better and better. 8 shutouts. Casey DeSmith is at 11 and 11, 9.09 with a 2.67. Not too terrible there, as we're going to take a look here at the league for goaltenders. Tuukka Rask leading the way in wins. Leading the way, I was going to say almost in save percentage. I see Mrazek there with a 9.26. But goals against, he's up there. He's tied with Mrazek with a 2.16. And Mrazek's injured. So that's probably why we're doing so well. All skaters, I don't expect Crosby to be at the top because he was injured, but he still is. 66 games played. We have a little bit of a cushion there on Bergeron. Malkin is there in third, as he is also catching up. He's almost second place, which is awesome to see. But man, goals. Patrick Laine's got 48 goals. That's kind of crazy. But hey, we'll take it. That's where the team sits right now in stats and standings. That is awesome. Let's quickly check here. The boys down in the AHL, 115 points. Awesome stuff. The Phantoms have 101 points, which is crazy to see there. We're definitely leading the league. Yeah, 106 is the next closest. So we are absolutely buzzing down in the AHL. Hopefully we'll win it down there. But that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a thumbs up on this video. I hope you guys have a good one, and as always, stay dusty.